this week, May 3rd. Can you believe it? We're already in summer. Still feels very much like spring to me. Here it's nice and cool, but it did get hot the other day. I'm ready. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on for you, dear Cancer. Just did Gemini. Been out of commission for a couple weeks. Thought I had the plague. Let's take a look and see what's going on for you. Hi, Oscar. Be chatting with you later tonight. Thank you for your patience. So yeah, if you want your reading, book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. I'm taking appointments now, finally. So been kind of out of it. I know you guys have been patiently waiting. Here we go. The Star card. The first thing that comes up for you is the Star. Now, the Star has a lot to do with hope. The Magician, it's go time for you in a lot of ways. I see Three of Coins, the Lover's card, and the King of Coins. So here's what's up with the Lover's card, okay? The Lover's card is the one that people seem to think that this card's a great one, and it's often sometimes tells us that there's a little bit of conflict. If you can see in this card, there's a little bit of yin-yang and balance coming. So for you, I do feel as if you have some hope and starting to speak to wanting to have more balance in your life. I see some education going on. You're starting to feel the heat a little bit. So you have some major cards already. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major cards. So you're feeling like, so did Gemini actually. There is the Death card as well, big changes. The Emperor, which has to do with leadership. 6 of Cups and the 6 of Coins. Sixes are a big number for you. There's 3s and 6s in here. 3s, 6s, and 9s. Awesome. Okay, so the Hope card, the Star card. You're having your head in the clouds a little bit and paying attention to the things that are going to bring you more joy. I see the Magician and the Lover's card, the Empress and the Emperor. So you want to step out in leadership right now. You're just not quite sure how you're going to do it. The Emperor is about outward leadership. The Empress is about nurturing. So you have a little bit of both of this energy, which is also about balance and leadership. We see the 6 of Cups, a lot of celebration coming your way. And with this 4 of Wands in play, I would be inclined to say that you might be doing some education and online training, or possibly going back to school or doing something that's finishing up education. I do see the 3 of Wands here. Now, this card right here tells us that you're feeling like there's some criticism going on. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be outward. This is sometimes refers to gossip, because if you look at this, there's some flames at the bottom that he's trying to get away from. And he's feeling the heat. So this is my hot seat card. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that someone else is being critical. It means that you might be, because look here, we also have the 9 of Coins, which is judgment. Okay, black and white, how things are lining up for us. I do see that you're desperate for a move or a change. We have the 7 of Coins, which is shifting energy, and it's right next to the Death card. So in order to make that happen, you have the 6 of Coins, which is trying to build on what you have. And seeing, this is that insanity card too, in a lot of ways, doing the same thing over and over again and trying to have some ideas that are new. We see the 6 of Cups, which is celebration. So the thing that Cancer really wants to play with right now is playtime. We're tired of working so hard. We have the 3 of Coins and the 6 of Coins, both of which tell us that our time is running away from us and we feel like we're not getting anything done. We see the 6 of Cups, and like I said, that's celebration. We want a vacation. We want to have more happening for us. Now, what is it that you want to speak to, Cancer? Because the Magician is go time. Remember, I'm always saying that the Magician has to do with the stage being set, no more dress rehearsal. It's time to start beginning the things that you say you want for yourself and start speaking to those things. Now, the Magician is also all about like being in the spotlight. So what is it that you feel you need to speak to? What is it you feel you need to have in front of you or step into or be in the spotlight for? Okay, I do see some concern over money. That's what Coins is all about. And with the 7 of Coins, it tells us that you want to change. And like I said, it's next to the Death card, which is like a baptism. So are you looking for a new job, or looking for a new way to make money? Or are you really wanting some change? Because change is on the rise for you, and you really want to see that happen. So what is it you're being so self-critical about? We also have the 5 of Coins. If you notice the 5 of Coins in play, it's like, what am I going to do about my money? So you've got this puzzle right here where you're trying to figure out how I'm going to navigate these next steps with my money. Okay. So what changes need to happen? Do you need to apply for a new job, go back to school, quit the job that you have? Like, what is it that's making you feel so bound? And what's the conflict all about? Maybe there's some leadership involved moving forward for you that you need to step into, because we have the King of Coins, the Empress, and the Emperor, and all of those are about leadership. Step into your power, Cancer, and stop beating yourself up about it. That's what the 3 of Coins is all about, is that hammer, right? Like how many times do you have to criticize everything that you do, right? All right, let's pull some cards from Mystic Dreamer and see what your Cancer moon reading is looking like. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. My favorite thing has been doing spiritual mentorship, all the assignments and the awarenesses, and it's been so much fun. Well, hello, Irv. Much love to you, sir. Thank you. All right, Five of Pentacles. Ooh. So what is it that you've been depressed about? Because secretly you're giving up hope. There's something in there where you're getting snappy and feeling as if you want to kind of speak in a way that isn't loving. I'm seeing the Judgment card, the Three of Swords, and the Six of Cups. A lot of nostalgia going on, wanting things to go back to the way they were. Pandora's box is open. Don't slam it on the hope, guys. We have the Nine of Swords, insomnia. The Temperance card, again, balance. Four of Pentacles. Now, Gemini had the Four of Pentacles as well, which has a lot to do with feeling cheated, feeling victimized, feeling as if things are kind of against you. Again, the Star card is in play. So like I was saying, the Star card is all about hope. It's Aquarius, it's expansion, it's humanitarianism, it's being there for the human collective and making sure that we're doing more of contribution. Maybe that's part of the reason why you're feeling so conflicted. Like me working at a 7-Eleven is not feeling like a contribute. However, I heard a quote recently that said, our duty is the thing we do to fuel our purpose. And I love that because it helps us reframe the things that we do to bring us material in order to fuel the things that we want to do. So everything that we are able to do to bring those finances in is a gift. And if we look at it in that way, even though it's not ideal, and maybe we do need to shift some of those things because we have the Strength card in play and we also have the Hierophant, which is stubbornness, arrogance, wanting to work on our money, which is this Ten of Pentacles, our legacy. What are we leaving behind? I'm also seeing the King of Cups and the King of Wands. Now, love and money is the same energy, and those two are showing up. So the King of Cups, which is love, the King of Wands, which is directing. How are we directing ourselves right now? And what is it that you're staying up overnight or obsessing about? The Nine of Swords is that card for insomnia. The Five of Pentacles is the card for lack of hope. The Knight of Swords. These are your secrets, guys. The Knight of Swords has to do with fighting. Like, what are we struggling against? We have the Three of Swords here, miscommunication. I don't know how to speak to what it is that I want. We have the Six of Cups, nostalgia, wishing things would go back to the way they were. They're not going to. We're going to have to make something of what we have. Seven of Swords, making good of a bad situation. I see the Strength card. So you're having to dig deep into your wisdom and experience in order to navigate these next steps. And remember, all of this is about balance. Now, the Hierophant is next to the Page of Wands. Don't be stubborn, darling. That's what the Hierophant is all about. If you look at this guy's face, it's a Taurus energy. It's stubborn. He's got some pride here, okay? And yes, it's okay to be prideful. It's okay to be intelligent and smart, but don't be afraid to also listen and look at others and see what they have to say. Find yourself a mentor. I do see the Page of Wands, which says that you're starting over in some ways, or that you feel as if you are. Now, King of Cups is a beautiful card. I do like the King of Cups. The King of Cups is the card for EQ, which is emotional IQ, the ability to respond rather than react. And that is the core of your card. And maybe you're keeping some of these things close to the chest because you don't want people to know that you've lost hope. There is no failure in feeling depression. I am a psychic. I feel what you feel much, much more often than you think. And there are these waves of this energy. If you guys are in my shadow work group, you can see me sitting in this here dress with a drum, bang, 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 because I can feel some of this frustration and some of this, hopelessness that's going on. And I just bang away. I bang that bad boy right there. And I allow some of it to flow through me because I can see how desperate people are feeling and how, hopeless. And we do have this Judgment card. So if there are some events that are going on in your life where you're paying consequences, where your karma is coming due, hey, awareness is key, guys. Don't feel as if you need to abandon the entire lifespan just because you made one mistake. I've made some mistakes that I've had to live with, but I will tell you what, I write them on a piece of paper and I make a contract that I'll never make it happen again. I'll never make it happen again. I'll never allow it to happen again. Because if you don't take the pain from the lesson and use it to make you grow, if you don't make that seed water your soul, you're going to repeat them. Okay? So we have the Judgment card, strength, temperance, and balance. The only thing in the way of your growth right now is your arrogance. Your Hierophant card is telling me that you have a little bit of stubbornness within you, because if you admit that you've made a mistake, then you might have been wrong about some things. And it's nothing wrong with being wrong or making a mistake. It allows us to grow. So you have the Strength card, which says that whatever it is you're going through right now is for your greater good, and that there is a lesson within it, and that you can most absolutely use it for wisdom for future efforts. Just keep moving. Remember, temperance, balance. The Star card, hope. The Strength card, wisdom. Temperance card, balance. Now that's your message. Hope, wisdom, and balance, my love. Let me pull a card for you from Divination of the Ancients, and let's take a look and see what your message is for this week. I want to thank you guys for your patience, also for hanging out with me. I'm back. I'm better. I thought I had the vid. Thought I was going to die. Here we go, loves. Your card for the week. I Ching. Change. Now, here's what I love about this. I Ching has to do with change, and you have the Death card in there. Are you afraid of change? Are you resistant to change? Because ultimately, we've had nothing but changes, waves and waves and waves of it. We do have some beauty on our way. Pay attention to the signs for that, because there's definitely some gorgeous things coming our way. But I Ching has to do with change. Now, are you in charge of this change? Are you reacting to or taking leadership in the next steps that are happening for you? What does change look like to you? And here's the thing. The Death card is not ugly. It is not dangerous. It is not crazy. It is not bad. Death is a baptism. Death is a birth. If you think of having a baby, that's the Death card, right? Getting married is the Death card. If you've been single, you're putting away your single life, right? Your kids moving out is the Death card, having time to yourself. So I want you to think of change as a beautiful thing and reframe it and start looking at what's on the other side of these things for you. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Please let me know what you feel your reading went like.